Hello everyone. Now all set for our next session for all the aspirants of CAT 2025. The sooner you start, it will be better for your preparation for your CAT percentile, and you will have a better chances of getting into a good college, the college of your dream for CAT 2025, right? So friends, welcome back once again in this live session on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher, wherein we are discussing the questions of arithmetic, which are of moderate level of difficulty, but these type of questions are already asked in the previous year paper of CAT examinations, right? So the questions that we are solving in these sessions, some of these questions are picked up directly from the previous year paper of CAT examinations, like they are copied from there. So word to word, you will find the same questions. Okay, so you will find the similar level of difficulty as well. You will find exact questions. So basically, we are working on the lines of the preparation for CAT 2025. Now, right now, I'm not taking up very difficult questions. Yes, basically, CAT is about tackling, first of all, those easier ones, the moderate level of difficulty, slightly above moderate level of difficulty, and leaving behind those difficult questions which will consume a lot of time. But as you have time towards the end of the section, then you can also tackle, you can also look back and solve these difficult ones. And solving these difficult ones will actually create an impact, the difference between a 90 percentiler, a 95 percentiler, and a 99 plus percentiler. All right. Now, at the beginning of any section, the time that you will take to solve those easy questions, moderate questions, or slightly above moderate questions will help you in saving time for those difficult questions, right? So we'll have to go step by step. First of all, we'll have to look at those easy and moderate questions, finish them in minimum possible amount of time, making way for making, I would say, room for those above moderate and difficult questions. That creates a difference, that creates a real impact in your percentile. So good afternoon everyone. Raj, Pranav, good afternoon. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to each and every one of you. Now, as and when I'll get the confirmation from someone, we'll begin solving the questions in this session. So friends, a very, very good afternoon. Welcome back live on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher. All right, night gaming, fine. So I am clearly visible and audible, right? Okay, so let's begin solving the questions in this session. Now, like I told you in the previous sessions, first of all, we'll be looking at the questions of arithmetic. Why arithmetic? Because like there are two reasons to look at the questions of arithmetic. Now, reason number one is the weightage of arithmetic in CAT examination is highest among the 5 modules that are there in quantitative aptitude. The 5 modules that I'm talking about: arithmetic, algebra, number systems, geometry, and modern mathematics. Now, out of these 5 modules, the weightage of arithmetic is the maximum. Also, the level of difficulty of arithmetic. Arithmetic is the easiest among all of them. So easy bhi hai and weightage bhi sabse zyada hai. So why not spend good amount of time in arithmetic? Also, the third reason is the concepts, the fundamentals that you will learn in arithmetic, as in the concepts of percentages, the calculations involved there, the concepts of ratios and its applications. Now, all these things will be used in other places as well, in other modules as well, right? So these are the foundation stones of quantitative aptitude. That is why we have started with arithmetic and we are putting on more focus on arithmetic, right? So friends, let's start solving the questions of arithmetic one by one. So I'll display a question. We'll give you somewhere around 1.5 to 2 minutes to tackle, to solve. And I would expect an answer from each and every one of you. Okay. And then after that, we'll do the analysis of the question. Okay. Now, before we'll start solving these questions, one very important information for all the aspirants of CAT 2024. So if there is anyone who is watching this session, who is preparing for CAT 2024, This is one very important information for those students. Now, CAT 2024 Race to 99 Percentile, one of the biggest events at Career Launcher. Now, in this event, like you will learn different strategies that are proven over the period of time to get a 99 percentile plus score in the QA section of CAT or in any section, not only QA, but in verbal RC as well as in LRDI. So it will be a 2 days workshop, which will be conducted on 19th and 20th of October. That is Saturday and Sunday, right? So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, a 2 day event will be conducted, right? And I'll quickly post the link to get the further details of this program. Okay. So in the chat box, if you can see, I have posted the complete details. So you can click this link in order to enroll, in order to join this event, all right, and fetch the complete details about the schedule. So we'll have 3 hours workshop on each of the 3 areas: verbal RC, quantitative aptitude, and logical reasoning data interpretation, right? So this workshop will be held on 19th and 20th of October. So I have posted the link. You can check the link and fetch all the details about this workshop, 2 day workshop, and you can also register for this workshop, right? Now, if you are a Career Launcher student, then for some of the specific programs, this workshop is free. Otherwise, you can enroll, you can register for this workshop at a very nominal price. Okay. All right, friends. So let's start solving the questions. Now, question number 1 on your screen. All the very best in solving this question. Now, try to take minimum possible amount of time to find out the answer of this question. So question number 1 on your screen. It says Meena scores 40% in an examination, and after review, even though her score is increased by 50%, she fails by 35 marks. If her post-review score is increased by 20%, she will have 7 marks more than the passing score. The question is, the percentage score needed for passing the examination is how much? Now, don't be surprised to know that this is an exact question of CAT 2019. Exact question, word to word. Yes, people, any answer for this one? No answers for this? Okay, so let's have a look at it. Now, Meena scores 40% in an examination. So originally her score is 40% of X, X being the total marks or the maximum marks, right? So Meena has scored 40% in this examination. And after review, the score increased by 50%. Now, 50% of this value will be half of this. So 40% का half कितना होता है? 20%. So her post-review score has now become 40 plus 20. That is 60% of X. Important. Okay. So originally the score was 40% of X. It increased by 50%. That means half of the value. So half of 40% of X will be 20% of X. So 40% of X plus 20% of X, right, it will become 60 percentage of X, right? Now, when she has scored 60 percentage of X, which is her post review score, she fails by 35 marks. So whatever is the passing marks, she has scored 35 marks less than the passing marks. Okay, she fails by she fails by 35 marks. So that means her marks will be 35 marks less than the passing marks. P being the passing marks. Okay. Now, next they are saying that if her post-review score is increased by 20 percentage, so this value is further increased by 20 percentage. Now, 20 percentage of this score will be 12 percentage of X. 60 का 20 percentage कितना होता है? 12, right? So the score increased by 12 percentage of X. That means it will now become 72 percentage of X, and now her marks are 7 more than the passing marks. So P plus 7. Okay. All right. So this is the complete information that we have. Now, if I look at the difference between these two, so the difference between these two in terms of percentage is 12 percentage of X. All right. And in terms of marks, P minus 35 and P plus 7, the gap is of 42. Okay. So I can say that 12 percentage of X will represent 42. ठीक है ना? 12 percentage of X will be equivalent to 42. Now we'll have to calculate the percentage score needed for passing the examination, right? Now I will pick up this part. I'll pick up this part, the percentage score required to pass. Now passing marks is P, and she has scored 7 marks more than the passing marks, and her percentage will be 72 percentage. Okay. So if 12 percentage of X is 42, then I can say that divided by 6 on both sides, 2 percentage of X will be equal to 7 marks, right? So 7 marks will be equivalent to 2 percentage of X, right? So from passing marks, if I'll remove this 7, that means from the percentage score, I'll have to remove 2 percentage. So 72 minus 2, 70 percentage will be the percentage score needed for passing the examination. So the correct answer here will be option C, that is 70. All right, clear? So I did not calculate the total marks. I did not calculate the that were there. So 7 more than passing marks. So if I'll remove 7 from here, if I'll calculate the percentage equivalent of 7, then I'll be able to get the passing percentage, right? And I have this expression, which is 12 percentage of total marks is equal to 42. Now 42 को मैं 7 में बहुत easily convert कर सकता हूँ. 42 divided by 6 is 7. So on the left hand side also I'll divide it by 6. Now it's not a coincidence that both these numbers are divisible by 6. No, this is what they wanted us to perform. All right. And this is how you can save good amount of time in the calculations. Okay. So adapt these techniques and you will be able to make a room like we were talking about. You will be able to make the room for those difficult questions towards the end of the section. Okay. So that was question number 1. Answer is option C. Let's move on and look at question number 2. So the previous question that we solved was the exact question of CAT 2019. And again, don't be surprised if I'll say that this is also an exact question of CAT 2019, right? So CAT is not only about the difficult questions. CAT में भी बहुत easy questions आते हैं, and you should be able to find these questions and solve them. So question is, in a class, 60% of the students are girls and the rest are boys. There are 30 girls more than boys. Okay, there are 30 more girls than boys. If 68% of the students, including 30 boys, pass the examination, the percentage of girls who do not pass the examination is how much? Now, this question is picked up from CAT 2019 when the CAT examination used to be of 3 hours with 1 hour for each section. So 60 minutes in quant, and there used to be 34 questions in quant. Any answer for this one? Okay, let's tackle this one. In a class, 60% of the students are girls. So girls is 60 percentage of total number of students, and the rest are boys, clearly mentioned. So out of 100 percentage, 60% are girls. So 40 percentage of total will be boys. Okay. Now the difference between them in terms of percentage will be 20 percentage of total, and that is given as 30. There are 30 more girls than boys. So total number of students will be equal to 30 multiplied by 5, that is 150. Okay, so total number of students is 150. So girls, the number of girls will be 60 percentage of 150. So 60 percentage of 150 is equal to 90, and the number of boys will be equal to 60, right? Total strength being 150. Okay. Now, what is the percentage of students that have passed? Okay, so Raj has given an answer. Raj, your answer is 12. All right, we'll have a look at it. Okay. So total 68% students pass the examination. So number of students who will pass the examination will be 68 percentage of 150. Now, what will be this number? 68 percentage of 150, right? So you can calculate 68 percentage of 100 will be 68, 68 percentage of 50 will be 34. So 68 plus 34, that is 102 students will pass the examination. I'll write it again. So मैंने क्या किया? 68 percentage of 150 calculate करना है. So 68 percentage of 100 will be 68, and then 68 percentage of 50 will be half of this. That is 34. Add these two numbers, you'll get 102. So total number of students who have passed is 102, out of which the number of boys is given as 30. So out of 102 students, if 30 are boys, then the remaining 102 minus 30, that is 72 will be girls. Okay. So we can say that out of 90 girls, out of total of 90 girls, 72 girls have passed the examination. So how many girls did not pass the examination? So I'm talking about girls only. Girls who did not pass will be 90 minus 72, that is 18 girls. Okay. So percentage of girls who did not pass will be number of girls who did not pass divided by total number of girls multiplied by 100, and that comes out to be 20 percentage. Okay. So Raj, the correct answer here will be 20 percentage, not 12. Have a look at what mistake you have made. The question was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. 20 percentage will be the correct answer. All right, fine. So that was number 2. The correct answer is 20 percentage. Let's move on to the next question, question number 3. Now, question number 3 again is based on percentages, specifically the concept of profit and loss. Okay. So, Rubesh, you were confused between the denominator. What should be the denominator? So, if they're asking the number of girls as the percentage of total students, then you will take the denominator as 150. Okay. Now here they're asking percentage of girls. So percentage of girls means out of the girls, what percentage has passed? Okay, so that is why the denominator will be total number of girls. I believe it is good. It is fine. Also रुपेश एक छोटा सा हिंट दे रहा हूं मैं आपको. Okay, now whenever you have a theta type question wherein you will have to type in your answer, options are not given, the answer that you are typing is always a natural number, right? वो कभी भी decimals में नहीं होगा. Okay, so if you would have taken 150 as the denominator, so 18 upon 150 into 100, this value would come out to be in नहीं, no, this is not in decimals, ये भी 12 है. हाँ ठीक है. So that's fine, but this is a small hint for you, right? If you have theta questions, then always it will be in terms of natural numbers, not or never in terms of fractions. So Raj, I think you have done the same thing. You have kept the denominator as 150 instead of 90. Okay, so what percentage of girls? So of the girls, that means denominator will be the number of girls, not the total strength of the class. Okay, all right. Now, next question, question number 3. Go ahead. So the last two questions that we have done, they were pretty easy questions. You just have to take care of a very small thing in both the questions. And both the questions were from exact paper of CAT. Okay, CAT 2019 के questions थे. Now, on selling a pen at 5% loss and a book at 15% gain, Kareem gains a total of 7 rupees. Now, if he sells the pen at 5% gain and the book at 10% gain, he gains 13 rupees. What is the cost price of the book in terms of rupees? So now you have options. No ambiguity here. All right, all right. One answer. Okay, so let's check it out. Now I'll start by assuming the cost price of pen as X and the cost price of the book as Y. Okay, these are the cost prices. Cost price of pen and cost price of book. Okay. Now on pen, first of all, I'm having 5% loss, and on book, I'm having 15% gain, and the net gain is 7. So I'll be making the equation for the net profit or net loss. Okay. So in the first case, we are having a net profit. Okay. So we'll make an equation for net profit. Now on pen, we have a 5% loss. So I can write it as 5 percentage of x with a negative sign. So it's a loss. So it will be a gain of negative 5 percentage of x. Now on book, there is a gain. So plus 15 percentage of y, and that should be equal to 7. This is the first equation, right? Now the second equation, if he sells the pen at 5% gain, so on pen we have a 5% gain, so plus 5 percentage of x plus 10 percentage of y is equal to 13. Okay, so now you can see linear equations in two variables. If I'll add these two equations, minus 5% of x plus 5% of x will get cancelled. Okay, this part will get cancelled, and the remaining part will be 25 percentage of y is equal to 20. All right, 25 percentage of y is equal to 20. Now, if 25 percentage of y is 20, so the value of y will be equal to 20 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 80. And what is y? Y was assumed as the cost price of book. And this is what we have to calculate, the cost price of the book in terms of rupees. So the correct answer here will be option C. Okay. Now, please do not think that we are doing easy questions. Yes, we are doing easy questions, but we are doing the exact questions of CAT. So this is also an exact question that appeared in CAT 2019. All right. Okay. So the three questions that we have seen, all of them were of very easy level of difficulty. I would rate them at a scale of 5 on 10 as far as difficulty level is concerned. And all the three questions are from exact papers of CAT. Okay, right? So this was question number 3. Option C is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. But before that, once again, I'll remind you about one very important event that we are going to conduct on the next 2 days. So Career Launcher presents Race to 99 Percentile. This is one of our biggest event, which will unlock all the proven strategies in a matter of 2 days for all of you. So this will be a 2 days workshop wherein we'll be focusing on verbal RC, logical reasoning data interpretation, and quantitative aptitude, all the three sections of CAT, right? The workshops will be conducted on October 19th and 20th. Okay. And I will quickly post the link of this workshop as well, though I have done it at the beginning of the section. So if you will scroll up, you will have a look at, you can get the link of these sessions. Okay, right? Now, this is the link that you will receive in the next 2 seconds. Okay. Now, using this link or visiting this page, you can fetch every relevant information about Race to 99 Percentile, how you can enroll, how you can register for this event, and what will be the entire schedule. Okay, now this is free for some of the CL students already registered, who are already registered. Otherwise, you will have to pay a nominal fee for this entire program. All right, so go ahead and join this event. This is one of our biggest events wherein you can get like a lot of strategies to tackle all the three sections of CAT. All right, great. Now let's move on and look at our next question, question number 4. Now, question number 4, again, an easy question, a doable question. Try to find out a correct answer for this one. Okay, the question says that a chemist mixes two liquids, liquid 1 and liquid 2. 1 liter of liquid 1 weighs 1 kg and 1 liters of liquid 2 weighs 800 grams. Right? Now, after mixing, half the liter of the mixture will weigh 480 grams. Then the percentage of liquid 1 in the mixture in terms of volume, the percentage of liquid 1 in the entire mixture in terms of volume will be how much? Any answers for this? Now, if you understand the concept of mixtures and allegations, then this is hardly a question of 30 seconds for you. Okay. And solving a question of CAT 2019 in maximum 30 seconds will boost a lot of confidence inside you. So yes, this is also a question of CAT 2019. Now, this is not of percentages. This is a concept of mixtures and allegations. Okay. Now we have liquid 1 and liquid 2. Now 1 liter of liquid 1 weighs 1 kg, 1 kg or 1000 grams, right? Also 1 liter of liquid 2, it weighs 800 grams, correct? This is given to us. Now when I'm mixing them, I'm just considering half a liter of this mixture. The weight is 480 gram. So if half a liter of this mixture weighs 480 grams, so 1 liter of this mixture should weigh 480 multiplied by 2, that is 960 grams, right? Now, why I've considered 1 liter of mixture? Because this is a prerequisite condition for applying allegations, that if I'm taking 1 liter of liquid 1 and 1 liter of liquid 2, then I have to consider the weight of 1 liter of the mixture. We'll have to keep it standardized. Okay. So if I'm keeping 1 liter of the mixture, the weight is 960 grams. Now you can apply allegations. So 800 and 960, the difference will be written here, which is 160, and then 1000 and 960, the difference will be written on the other side. The difference here is 40. Okay. Now the ratio of 160 and 40 will be calculated, which comes out to be 4:1. So I can say that in the mixture, liquid 1 and liquid 2 are present in the ratio of 4:1, right? In the mixture, liquid 1 and liquid 2 are present in the ratio 4:1. So we'll have to find out the percentage of liquid 1. So parts of liquid 1 is 4 out of the total of 4 plus 1, that is 5 multiplied by 100. Okay, right? So 4 upon 5 into 100 comes out to be 80%. The correct answer will be option A. Omkar, you have given a correct answer. So option A, that is 80%, is the correct answer. So that was question number 4. Let's move on to next question, question number 5. Question number 5, a concept of simple and compound interest. So the last 4 questions that we have done, all of them were from the previous year papers, CAT 2019 to be specific. Now the 4 questions that we have seen, they all were from CAT 2019 slot number 1. And this is an exact question of CAT 2019 but slot number 2. Now, this is a theta question. So here you will have to type in your answer. Now, they are asking if Amal and Bimal get the same amount of interest, then the amount invested by Bimal will be how much? If the question says Amal invests 12,000 at 8% compounded annually and 10,000 at 6% compounded semi annually, both investments being for 1 year, and Bimal invests his money at 7.5% simple interest for 1 year. Okay. Now, at the end, both of them got the same interest. Interest is equal for both of them. Okay. So, by mistake, do not make an equation for the amount, because here it is given that the interest obtained by Amal and Bimal are equal. Okay. All right, Onkar is the first one. 21,320. All right. 21,320. Very good. Yes, Rubesh or Raj. You were responding earlier, but I think you are stuck somewhere now. Okay. Now, for the first part of his investment, which is 12,000, Amal is getting interest of 8% compounded annually. Now, this is being invested for 1 year. So, the net rate of interest will be 8% only. So, 8% of 12,000, right? Now, on his second part of investment, 10,000, he's getting an interest of 6%, but it is compounded semi annually, right? So, in half a year, in the first half of a year, he will get a rate of interest of 3%. In the second half, he'll get a rate of interest of 3%. Now, to get the net rate of interest, to get the net percentage increase, you will have to apply the concept of successive percentage change. Okay, so the net rate of interest will be 3 plus 3 plus 3 multiply 3 upon 100. Upon simplification, you will get 6.09 percentage. Okay, so 6% interest compounded semi annually is equivalent to 6.09 percentage of interest in entire 1 year. This is a very important thing. Okay, so it will be 6.09 percentage of 10,000, right? Now, on the other hand, this interest will be equal to the interest obtained by Bimal at 7.5% simple interest for 1 year. So let the amount invested by Bimal is X. So it will be equal to 7.5 percentage of X, right? Now we'll have to calculate the value of X. Understood the equation? So if you have made any mistakes, please rectify that mistake. So the most important thing here was 6% interest compounded semi-annually will be equivalent to a net interest of 6.09 percentage. Okay. Now let's understand the way of doing calculations. So I'll give you an innovative way of calculation. Now I'll divide the right hand side by 3. I'll obtain 2.5 percentage of X. So left hand side also I'll divide by 3. So this will become 4,000 and this will become 2.03%. Okay, so dividing both sides by 3, right? You will understand why I'm doing this. Okay, now I'll multiply this by 4. So I'll multiply both sides by 4. Okay, so 4,000 will become 16,000, and 2.03 multiplied by 4 will be 8.12 percentage, and this will become 10 percentage of x. Okay, so now on the right hand side I have 10 percentage of x. Now if I'll multiply both sides by 10, I'll obtain 100 percentage of x on the right hand side. So first of all, let's now simplify. So now effectively I have 8 percentage of 16,000 plus 8.12 percentage of 10,000, and that is equal to 10 percentage of x. Okay, so 8 percentage of 16,000 will be equal to 1280 plus 8.12 percentage of 10,000 will be 812 only. Okay, adding these two, I'm getting 2092. Now 2092 is 10 percentage of x. So I can say that the value of x will be 20,920. So the value of x is 20,920. Now look at the way I have done the calculation. Now there are no chances of error, or very less chances of error, if you will perform calculations in this manner. Okay, so the answer here is 20,920. All right, fine. So friends, that was the fifth and the final question of the day. Okay, and today we have solved all the questions which were from CAT 2019. Now looking at these questions, I believe that you will understand that CAT is about handling those easy questions to start with, and then if time permits, time will only allow you to solve difficult questions if you will save it at the beginning. Okay, all right, so that's all from my side for the day. Now to end this session, again I'm repeating this thing, a very important information for all of you. Now Race to 99, one of the biggest events at Career Launcher. Okay, now this is a 2-day workshop that will help you to unlock the proven strategies for CAT 2024. Okay, the workshops will be conducted on 19th and 20th of October. The link that you can see in the chats of this session will help you in fetching some more information about these workshops that will be conducted on the next 2 days. Okay, you can also use the same link to register for this workshop. All right, so friends, all the very best for your preparation. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you again in a few minutes from now with a session on NMAT quantitative aptitude. So you can all join in that session. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe, like, and share. Have a good day. Bye-bye.